Almost. And we're out at Red River Gorge. I'm gonna do just a quick one night backpacking trip. Weather's too nice now for the middle of summer to not do it. So it is July 24th and it's supposed to get down. The high was only like around 80. It's supposed to get down into the 60s tonight. So couldn't pass this up. So we're at Chimney Top Road and we are going to head down Rough Trail down towards Chimney Top Creek and find a camp down there. Just camp for the night and then come back out tomorrow morning. So we're on our way. And that was the easy part. We're like maybe a 1/10 of a mile in. Kind of flat, a little bit uphill, and now we hit the downhill side. This is the rough trail after all. Constant up and down. So yeah, we'll follow this. Take it straight down the hill all the way down to the creek, which is where we're stopping for the night. So we are seeing all kinds of mushrooms out here today. We had a lot of rain earlier this week. It's been dry the past few days, so I didn't think there would be too many, but there was a whole bunch of white ones back there. Then we got these cool yellow ones here. I don't know anything at all about mushrooms, or at least nothing that wouldn't be completely dangerous. So I'm not gonna touch those, but that's really cool. Maybe I'll take a picture and we'll take them back and see if we can figure out what they are later. And some more mushrooms here. Like I said, I don't know enough about anything to do anything, so we're not touching any today. The only one that I could definitely pick out would probably be a chicken of the woods, or there's actually a log that I found a lion's mane on here once a couple years ago. So we'll keep an eye out when we get down there, but other than that, I don't know anything about these, so we're not gonna touch them. It's still cool to look at. And we made it down the hill to the creek. So now it's just a matter of figuring out where we want to camp. I think we might go ahead and venture on down the trail a little bit further, which I guess is technically, well, Rough Trail and Sheltowee together. But there's spots all along the creek here. There's one right up on the hill up there that I know of. I don't see anybody up there. I don't remember that one had very good trees for hammocks though. So we're gonna go ahead and the trail actually goes across the creek here and then we're just gonna follow it on down. And here's where the Sheltowee goes off to the left. Splits off, but we're gonna stay here on the right. Yeah, that's the Sheltowee that way, and the rough. We're gonna go this way, which is still the Sheltowee, but heading down towards the old suspension bridge, RIP, and then towards like Indian Staircase in that way. The water might be slippery there. And crossing the creek again. And on the Sheltowee this time. Man, you can really tell there's a lot less traffic with the bridge being out. Well, I think we found a campsite for tonight. Nice little alcove here with a little stream here, and then the Chimney Top Creek is behind me. No fire ring or anything yet, but there's a illegal campsite out behind me, out closer to the big stream. So I think we may even just go out and use that fire pit and then come back here to camp. Put the fire out and then come back here. So we'll get our hammocks all set up, kind of get settled in for the evening. Well, we've got camp all set up. You got my hammock, and you got Henry's. I'll let you decide who hung up whose. So for dinner, I got some Alpine Air spicy sausage pasta. I don't know, I think I bought this maybe back during COVID, if not earlier. And it's been sitting in the closet, and I checked, and it's actually gonna hit the Best Buy date here for pretty soon. They must not do the 25 or 30 years like Mountain House does. So we'll give it a try. It smells really good. Henry's got a thing of ramen noodles. And it's about 9:30. We're just chilling. Made a small fire here. Making some food. Reading some books. Just taking it easy for the night. And we'll head off to bed. It's morning here in the gorge. Got my coffee just about finished. And I think I'm gonna try pick this stuff up on clearance at Sierra. So we'll give it a try. Just good to go breakfast hash. Butternut squash with feta, spinach, and rosemary. Yeah, camp is just about packed up. I'm all ready, just waiting on Henry. Looks like he's just about done too. Maybe just his chair. Then we'll go over, kind of top off our water before we leave the creek, and start making our way back to the car. Oh, we're all packed up. Now we gotta go back across the creek. Henry's got waterproof boots, and he's trying to walk that way. I just got my shoes off. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk right across there. That's the actual trail right over there. Make it easy and get across, put my shoes back on. We'll see if we can keep our shoes dry today. Okay, mission accomplished. Made it across. Didn't get too wet. Feet are a little sandy and a little damp inside my socks, but that'll be okay. Good darn tough wool socks. And this is the trail. This is the Sheltowee Trace. This is what I was talking about last night about it being so overgrown. You can tell there aren't many people. We've seen 3 groups now. We've seen all morning, and it's already almost noon, and only 3. One coming southbound, and then 2 heading northbound towards the river. But we'll make our way back to the car. Shouldn't take us too long. Water crossing number 1. Well, official water crossing number 1. Number 2 for the day, coming from the campsite. Henry, you're gonna... Okay. Let's see if we can keep our shoes dry today. Not a big deal. We don't. We each have an extra pair of socks and shoes in the car. So it'll just be a little bit of wetness till we get there. But that's fine. Almost. You should be fine. Crossing official number 2. And right up there is the campsite we could have stayed at last night. I don't know if I liked this one back here better, or if that one up there would have been better. I don't know. We'll have to think about that next time we come down here. Crossing number 3. This one's honestly maybe one of the most precarious in some ways, because you're just using the log. At least the water's shallow, so there's
on one side
no problem using your poles. There's little minnows in the water here. And crossing number 4, our last one of the day. This one's pretty easy. Yep, that was pretty easy. All the water crossings are done. We stay dry there, but now is when we actually start to get wet for real, as this becomes the climb. And it's a brutal climb back up to the car. And this is a perfect example of the rough trail. So the trail all the way down there. We're just kind of zigzagging our way, switchbacks up the hill here, And we gotta just keep on going all the way up. That's the rough trail. That does this up and down and up and down and up and down all across the gorge. Made it to the top. And I should clarify my last one. There are switchbacks, but they're short. For the most part, you're just going straight up the hill. It's not like flat slopes and then a million switchbacks. You're mostly going up the hill with a few shallow switchbacks. But from here on out, it's flat and even, I think, a little downhill. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Another new kind of mushroom on this trip. Not sure what those are either, but that's a different kind we haven't seen yet. And we made it back to the car. GPS this time said 1.4 miles, and it only took us 48 minutes to make it back, since we just knew where we were going. Kind of knew where the best water crossings were and everything. So it's just a good, quick little trip. Not even 24 hours here. But it's good to get out in the woods, especially on a nice weekend. Now, we'll figure out what we're doing for lunch. We'll go to Miguel's, or just stop by like McDonald's or Hardee's on the way back. I don't know, we'll see. But time for some water and trying to get cooled down.